Okay, today we are making some jewelry type things with some live or green clovers. First we put equal parts of both the different types of epoxy that you need to put together, A and B. Now we're mixing it in a cup, because this leprechaun wants to make something really cool. He's stirring it with a wooden popsicle stick and a plastic cup. We're going to have to stir it for 3 or 4 minutes. He's already been stirring for a while. So I've gotten our clover out. Nice 4-leaf clover. And then we spray some of this in. And we need to dry that out just to make sure it's good and clean. Okay, the next thing we have to do is we need to paint on some bit of the epoxy before we pour it.
Yes. I think it's ready.
You need nice, even strokes. We are not professionals, folks. You're going to want those strokes to be nice and straight. There you go. That's better. Yeah, like that. Okay. And
I think we want to pour some in first and then put that on top.
all right.
And then pour some more on top.
All right. You're the professional. Sorry about the low light. There's some.
Okay. And we just need to put on our 4-leaf clover.
We'll tap it in. You can use a toothpick to tap it in with. We got some close by. I love how they look like little hearts.
There we go. Now I'm going to pour on the rest. Now we need our heat gun.
Heat gun is right there.
And our isopropyl
Remembering,
alcohol.
we're going to spritz it a little bit here. Just a light spritzing.
And this.
Remember to hold it down, not up.
Is it plugged in?
Yes, it's already plugged. Just going to move it over so we have plenty of slack in the cord. Where'd it go? There it is. I'm just going to move it around so we don't get too hot in one area. That's fine. Just another good ventilation. We got our ventilation fan on. Just a little bit of ventilation. We got our ventilation fan on. 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 We got our is supposed to pop any bubbles. The alcohol is supposed to bring them up to the surface. And it's not just any alcohol. Let's see. It is a high 91% of isopropyl alcohol. Not drinking alcohol, only isopropyl alcohol for this project. Oh my God, we got in the house. Alright. Remember, you gotta be careful to not move your... Don't hold it in one spot, because that can cause trouble. But I think you moved it a little with your blower. You need to move it back. You need to do it a little. You might have to use your toothpick to just try to move it back towards the center. There we go. I think that's all you need. Once you get that out, we'll make sure it's good and centered and all those bubbles. Okay. That's good, I think. Just let it sit, and we'll let you see the end product when we're done. Alright, here we go. Do another?
I think I'll do this one.
Alright. Master at work. Here in our workshop. Making nice smooth strokes. If you'd like to try one of these projects, and this is giving you some good ideas, give us a like. And please subscribe. Now, the next thing is we're going to pour a little bit in to give it a base.
Okay. If you could fix this up for me here.
Okay. Now we just took our fingernail clippers, the toenail clippers, and clipped it off at the stem off, and now we're putting this Clover in on the back of it. There you go. Just using a toothpick, getting each little individual part of the clover down. So it's a little tricky. You get better at it as you go. Seems like this one's a lot better than the last one. Let that all be neat, fun. I think something fun to add would be maybe some gold glitter. We didn't get any, but you could also take a metallic gold pen, and when it's all done, you can put some around the edges, make it more like a jewelry effect. Now you can find this mold at Walmart, And you can find the epoxy at Walmart. But there's also other places you can buy all this at. Online, like Amazon, probably eBay, Etsy, any place that makes handmade items or is famous for that. Well, it's not something that is real cheap. It's not a cheap craft. But there are ways to save in this craft. So, you know, go to YouTube and find some videos. And get your creative juices flowing. Right. What are you doing right now, Zach?
Getting rid of the bubbles.
Okay, so how do you do that?
With isopropyl alcohol on top and a heat gun, the bubbles will be drawn up to the surface, and the isopropyl alcohol will allow them to pop as soon as they reach the surface.
Well, it's really hard to see them since this is such a small project, but they're there. Alright, you can see a little bit now of how that heat gun will just kind of blow things around, so we need to make sure it ends back up in the middle. Alright. Now on these ones, we can hold it. I'll probably just cut it. I'm gonna cut these stems and then we're gonna paint it on. You need to do it into one of these though, so it won't stick to the. We're gonna paint it on and see how that turns out. We've seen this done on a video and we're gonna try it out for ourselves. Or not. I don't know really what he's doing, so we'll see.
We'll see what happens.
What he's trying to do, I think, is make a thin coating. So you could set it in this thing over here if you want to.
That would work.
So,
Yeah.
probably should clean it out a little bit. I'm gonna clean out this other mold here while he's working with that, so we can just dry them into it. So they'll be nice and flat. Okay, it's ready anytime you are. Just set it in. I'm gonna get over here on the other side so we can see what's going on. Oops, still hard to see. Okay, sorry folks. Just working with it. The master working with it with the toothpick.
Okay.
Just kind of coating the whole thing.
We got this other thingy here.
Now we're going to get the next one. I'm just going to do it here in the white so you can see what's going on. grabbing some of his leftovers. I'm just trying to use it all up because it is pretty pricey. I don't want to just waste what we have. Do something fun and might turn out good. Now I'm going to show you the box that we got from Walmart. It's called that Amazing Clear Cast Epoxy. Alright. Now I also wanted to show you the time it takes. It takes the working time you have 30 to 40 minutes to work with it. That's not too bad. I thought it was going to be like less, so I was like freaking out. Sorry, son. And then the tack-free time is 8 hours. That means it's not going to be sticky in 8 hours. And the full cure is 24 hours, where it's really nice and rock hard. Alright. Back to our project. Working. Very tedious work this is. Just use that toothpick and get all over, and then when you set it down like he's doing, get it to set the way you want it to set so it turns out nice and flat. Okay, there's our little projects, and we'll be back for the end results. We'll see you in the next video, part 2. Bye. Bye.
Bye.